Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Suhail Ahmed, and today I'm going to be talking about how to maximize your job search using Indeed. Many of us have a lot of things going on. We've got children, work, school, some of us already have a job, however it's just not the job that we want. So how to utilize these search engines to better our chances. My current course has taught me that people learn of one of three ways. You've got your auditory learners, those that like to hear. You've got your visual learners, those who like to see. You've got those kinesthetic learners, such as myself, that likes to have hands-on practical engagement while learning. So I've customized my video to tailor to all. So first, I'll be giving around general information about Indeed and all the benefits that it has to offer. Number two, second part, I'll be using a volunteer demonstrating exactly all these key areas that need to be addressed in order to maximize your search. And thirdly, using that same volunteer to give us insight onto how she was able to maximize her job search from previous experiences to how she was able to acquire Indeed and getting a job. The first part, why Indeed? Of all the websites, why use Indeed? Well, you'll be good to know that Indeed is the largest worldwide. It has 180 million visitors monthly. It's offered in 50 countries, offered in 28 languages. That's 94% of the globe. Benefits of using Indeed: it offers trend information, compensation salary, forums, has refinement features, which is incredibly beneficial. It also has alert. Alerts means why be attached to your computer 24/7? If a job post becomes available that you're interested in, it alerts you to let you know that that job is available or you can apply for that job. So let Indeed do the work for you. The second part of this video is I'll be introducing my volunteer now. We'll be going into depth into all the areas that I've thus talked about, into how to navigate it while I speak for her. One moment. Right. And this is Kinsey. Kinsey, I'm just going to go ahead and just swivel this forward. Okay. So like I mentioned, this part is tailored to maximize your job search. For this portion, my volunteer Kinsey is ready with the Indeed homepage. Kinsey, are you familiar with this homepage?
I am.
Okay, so what are the key questions they ask?
What and where?
Okay, for all intents purposes, let's go ahead and type in human resources. And it's the first one. And Kinsey, what do you notice when the initial search pops up?
I notice that there's a lot of information, and specifically there's a lot of job hits. So currently for human resources there are 4,476 jobs to navigate through.
Correct. So the best way to utilize to addressing areas is using the refinement options, and that's located on the left hand portion. So can you, on the title, can you expand that for me? The expanding is pressing on the button that says more.
So let's do human resources manager. Okay.
Okay, go ahead and go down on that menu. So on the company section, let's go on more to expand. And that tells you all the companies that have had placed their jobs recently through Indeed. Now if you go further down with that arrow, location, if you want to go ahead and expand that for me by once again pressing on the more. And that discloses all the jobs that are available.
In the different cities, that's great.
Absolutely. Now if you can go to the top portion for me once again, you will notice that on the top right hand side, it's the email alerts. So in that section, you can input your information, your email address, so that way you can navigate further, and you can do that also for each individual job. You can have more than one alerts going at the same time.
Right.
So please go down to the bottom of the menu for me, all the way to the bottom of the screen. And you'll notice at the bottom key areas such as industry, employment trends, and help center. Can you please click into industry employment trends?
Okay.
And in this section, Kinsey, you'll notice all the industries and what they look like today as of October 2015. You'll notice in human resources, it's gone up by 6%. Can you go ahead and click into human resources for me?
Sure.
Thank you. What do you notice on the screen?
I'm seeing the trends in terms of how many job posts there have been over the past year.
However, if you notice at the top of the screen, if you go back up to the top of the screen, that on the top left-hand side, if you click on the arrow down button, it goes as high all the way up to, if you want to scroll up for me,
Oh, wow.
as July 2010.
Okay, that's fantastic.
Perfect. If you want to go back out to the original screen for me, pick a particular area that's interest to you.
I'm interested in the accounting sector.
Okay. So of all the stuff that I've thus talked about human resources, what can you learn about the accounting department?
Well, I see that currently there are 13,000 job postings, and there's been a 7% increase thus far.
Perfect. If you want to go ahead and click in to the accounting,
Wow.
why would you, absolutely, why else would you think that by going into the trend for industry that this is important?
Well, it's good to know how the industry you're interested in is performing. So if there's a decrease or an increase, it's good information to know.
Absolutely. And it's also very good to know for areas of interest that's to yourself, that if an area of particular interest is relatively close to your personal industry, that you can upgrade your skills. That way you could be more marketable in finding a job. I would highly advise taking every month or so to going back to seeing any new things that may have been added in the future.
Excellent. I never noticed how, until now, it also lists the locations. So most of the locations, it looks like, is in the Toronto area, which is where I live.
Correct. And if you want to go back out to the original screen for me, and one more time. Can you go back to the top?
Yes.
And search for a key interest that you like in an industry for a particular job. So you can go ahead and erase the Human Resources Manager.
Say accounting.
Okay. How many jobs are available for accounting?
Over 5,800 positions.
Correct. And on the refinements, on the bottom right, it's available in how many areas?
Throughout the GTA.
Absolutely.
That's great. So it's not only my original search area of Toronto, but it also includes places that are nearby. And you can filter, the kilometer radius as well. So there's a distance within my original search area of Toronto right now of 50 kilometers, and I can adjust that to say 5 kilometers. And as you can see, then postings have narrowed.
Correct. And now we're going into our final third portion of our presentation video, which is with you once again, Kinsey. You have successfully obtained a job using Indeed. Can you tell us some information about that?
I suppose you could say I wasn't as experienced as what you've taught me now, and my searches were usually just limited to what and where. And the most useful piece of tool that I've ever received was the search engine or the alerts. So you could look for an accounting position and then click on your email address, and it'll give you every single accounting position that's posted within a 10 or 20 kilometer radius of where you're currently looking to be hired.
Okay. What did you particularly like that you will use in the future besides the email?
I would use the trends at the very bottom. You showed me how to look for the trends, the industry trends, and that I thought was very useful. And so you could see where the position that you're looking for, the career, the sector, the industry is going or has gone. And maybe even, like you said, upgrade for skills so that you could tailor your skills to what is popular or the kinds of jobs that are in demand at the moment. I think that's a very useful tool to have.
Well, I want to thank you very much and to summarize our video. Well, I hope everybody has enjoyed this useful video. We have a lot of things to do in our day-to-day lives, but looking for our job is the right of everybody. Everybody should be happy with the job that they currently have. And if not, I hope this video helps you in obtaining a job for your future.